Welcome to Rev Trev NFL. As you can tell, I have two channels. One's a hockey channel, one's an NFL channel. But today we're diving in to the divisional matchups. Guys, divisional round games are always intense. As you can see, I'm a Packers fan. I'm super disappointed that we didn't beat the Bears last weekend. But I love the NFL. I'm going to be watching the games this weekend. And I want to dive in, chatting with you about it and seeing what you think, because this is going to be what I would consider a really, really fantastic weekend, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. So we're going to dive into each one of these matchups. I want you to post in the comments who you think's going to win, and I'm excited to talk about this. Now, if you follow me already on all the socials, and listen, I'm everywhere. I'm absolutely everywhere. So definitely come check out my channel. And I'm on YouTube. I can just post it in here. Can't I? Can't I do this? Yeah. YouTube, X, Facebook, and TikTok. I do tons of content on that. I also I'm streaming on Twitch right now as well. So if you're a part of any of those things, please hit the like and subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate it. So I'm really disappointed that the Packers lost, but I'm going to be talking about these matchups coming up, and I think it's going to be good content. So make sure you stay tuned. So we're going to start with the games on Saturday, and then we're going to move to the games on Sunday. So yeah, just because I'm a Packers fan doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about and all that kind of stuff. So let me just remove this off of there. All right, let's dive into it, shall we? Because this stuff that we're going to be doing, look at these matchups. These matchups are fantastic. The only way, if my Packers would have won, we would have been playing the Seahawks in Seattle this weekend, but the Bears won, so they're hosting another playoff game. The Bills with a huge upset as well against the Jaguars. A lot of people had that one going. The Texans destroyed, and I'm talking about destroyed, Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. New England came to play and took care of business against the Chargers. 49ers did a shocker for me and won that game, and then the Rams almost lost again to the Panthers. So that's the quick. Well, it's not wild card weekend without it being wild, and it was wild because every game was fantastic. Well, most games were fantastic. But that Bears-Packers one was a game for the ages, and I still am shocked that we lost that game. Listen, Jordan Love had 4 touchdowns, and he needed a 5th to win that game. That's how crazy it was. And that throw by Caleb Williams was unbelievable on 4th and 8. What can I say? Congrats to the Bears, unfortunately. So let's dive in. And I believe that the first game of this weekend, and I think isn't it the Bills game? NFL schedule. I want to make sure. The first game is the Bills schedule. For some of us, like on me on the West, I'm at 1:30 p.m. That's going to be 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Is that right? So that's the morning game, the first game. So let's dive into that one. This one to me is absolutely so interesting to think about because the Denver Broncos seem to be the real deal, and they should win this game. They're at home. They're rested. They have one of the best defenses. I believe they're number 2 defense in the league, if memory serves me correctly. Okay, so Bo Nix has balled out. He has been fantastic. He keeps proving everybody wrong, and I'm talking about everybody wrong. So I'm surprised that I'm not like part of me is like they should just kill the Buffalo Bills, right? But this is the thing about Buffalo. They've been literally in that spot where they keep winning, like they still win, find ways to win, and there's no Kansas City Chiefs now. So this is Josh Allen's time to win the championship. And this is kind of why I'm pulling for Josh Allen, because it's like, come on, man. I think you're great. You got to prove it now. You're going against a really tough team. And then if the Buffalo Bills win, then they play the Patriots or the Texans, who the Texans have the greatest, the best team, best defense in the league this season. Okay. So we're talking about like Josh to win the Super Bowl. You thought it was hard last year, year before, like, but you got to go through great defense. Like Kansas City never had that top number 1, number 2 defense in the league. They found ways to win, Mahomes and all that kind of stuff, but he's gone right now. And they're not saying the Kansas City defense wasn't good, but it wasn't elite of elite. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about like the Ravens, the Bears defense, the Steelers defense of the ages, the Seattle Seahawks, Legion of Boom, those kind of defense. They never had one of those, but they were well-rounded, had a great offense, a very good defense. Chris Jones led it. So you're talking about Josh Allen is sitting here and he's ready to go, but he's got to play this Broncos defense, and this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. And if you look at where did it go, right? Like if you look at this matchup here, remove this, and then let's go to here and see if it does this. Can you still see it if I do that? Yeah, I can kind of still see it. So here's the Denver season stats, okay? Season stats. Let me just bring it here a little closer so you can see it a little better. This is the zones stuff here. Bo Nix, 63% passing rate. He almost had 4,000 yards. Him and Caleb were kind of similar that way, but 25 touchdowns, only 11 interceptions. That's a great year. J.K. Dobbins and Harvey just really, they were solid running backs. I wouldn't say it's the best running game in the league, but it's solid enough. But a guy that I've really liked was Cortland Sutton. And, another 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, 124 targets, 74 receptions. And then Troy Franklin literally comes out of nowhere, has 709 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 65 receptions. So you got that going on for you, right? And then if you look at Josh Allen, just under 4,000 yards passing, but look at, he's got almost 579 yards rushing, 14 touchdowns on the ground, plus his 25 touchdowns in the air, only 10 interceptions. I thought it was going to be higher than that. He threw the ball 460 times. He rushed the ball 112. Man, he is a wrecking crew. Plus everyone, that James Cook has had a monster, and I'm talking about monster season, whether you're a fantasy football player or not. You're talking about a insanely good season. And that's impressive. That's really impressive. 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns. And then what's hilarious is the receiving. You've got Shakir, who has 72 receptions for the Bills and 719 yards with only 4 touchdowns. Kincaid, the next highest, at 571 yards, but only 39 receptions, 5 touchdowns. Like, it is the Josh Allen show, and that's it. So the Denver Broncos, in all honesty, and I don't know what else is on this. Let's see what the next thing is. Oh, they have all this. Do they have any defensive stats? Well, these are the records. So there you go. 82% winning percentage, home winning percentage, 88%. Road record, Buffalo has not been good. These two teams go juggernaut head to head. We're talking 12 games, 12 wins, guys. We're only talking 2 wins difference for these two teams. So that's interesting as well. And that's it. That's it, I think. Can I get out of it? No, I don't want to watch that now. So I want to get back to there. Okay, let's just move that down. So this is where we're at. We've got the Buffalo Bills going into Denver to Mile High, and that is a crazy place to play. Basically, you got to shut down Josh Allen and you win this game. That's what happens. Post your comments here. We're going to dive into them in just a second. I just have this weird feeling, though. Like everyone says, just stop Josh Allen and you're going to win. But now Josh Allen's banged up. Didn't he hit the – no, it was Stafford that hit his hand on the thing. Josh Allen's been just battered and beaten. I can see the Bills losing this game. The Broncos should win this game, right? But I want to pick an upset. Nothing goes always as planned. Like, is it just like, am I going to pick every higher seeded team? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm probably going to be wrong on this one. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills, do a huge upset. This could be the year where the Buffalo Bills go to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to call it right now. Bills go to the Super Bowl. And maybe I'll be wrong. You'll check in next week for what I say on that one. Okay, so I'm going to go Bills. Probably going to be wrong, but post in the comments. Let's see what people are saying. Bodkins is here. Good to see you, man. Or Bodkin, not Bodkins. Bodkin. Yeah, heartbreaking loss our Packers had. Marcus is here. Broncos are going to use the Mile High elevation and loud Bronco fans and beat the Bills. I'm with you. Jason's in the building. Good to see you, man. You have no shame. No, I have no shame. No, I say Josh Allen, the Bills. I'm with you there. Broncos, Hayne, all their injured players back. Have all their injured players back. Yeah, there's so many coming back. Yeah, you're right. You're probably the Denver Broncos going to win. I'm just going to say Buffalo. Big V South Philly says, you're a legend, bro. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna go on a limb. It doesn't make any sense, does it? Sometimes the NFL doesn't make sense. And you got to play the game. You can't just say, well, they're ranked higher, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, it is what it is, right? Like what are we going to do about that? So it's the road to San Francisco, right? Or is it Santa Clara to win the Super Bowl? I'm going with them. Now let's go to the next game. 49ers. No, it's not. It's not Saturday. Yeah, it is. It's the 49er game on Saturday. I know that because I'm having people over to watch a game. So let's dive into the Seahawks. Okay, now listen, where I live in Seahawks country. All my family are Seahawks fans, except for my dad. My dad's an Eagles fan. Which it doesn't make sense. I'm a Packers fan. My dad's an Eagles fan. My one brother is a Seahawks fan. My other brother, I would say he's a 49ers fan. But he kind of likes all teams that have awesome players. Like he just likes players more than he does teams. But he's always kind of been this 49ers. So it's brother versus brother going at Seattle versus the 49ers in our family, okay? And most of my closest friends are Seahawks fans. I've been to tons of Seahawks games because it's the closest stadium to me. I've watched my Packers in Seattle twice now. So what a privilege. I've seen Favre, Rodgers, and now Love live. So it's been great. But I was in Lambeau this year, so that's how I saw. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's talk about this game. I also have a bunch of 49ers fans. Now, this is I don't like the 49ers. As a Packers fan, I'm so sick and tired of you coming in, playing us in the playoffs, and just kicking our butts from start to finish. Like that game where we lost 13-10 to you guys, we should have won. That was Aaron Rodgers' fault. but we got ran over 220 yards on the run that you had against us. You absolutely destroyed us. The Kaepernick destroyed us one year. Like, guys, I'm not a fan of the 49ers, but they have surprised everyone. Brock Purdy, I like watching this guy play. I think he's fantastic. And I love watching CMC. I mean, he's got to be one of the greatest running backs to ever play the game. He's got to be in the top 10. He's got to be. He's had a phenomenal career, and he wants to win a Super Bowl. Sounds like Fred Wagner's back this week. But to me, they're so injured. They're so injured. And the Seahawks defense, to me, is just amazing. Like, technically, the Houston Texans are like number one or, whatever. Like, the Seahawks, are they 2? Are they 3? I can't remember what they are. Probably 2. I can't remember. But they are for real. They are for real. Now, they don't have a cool nickname like Legion of Boom or anything like that, but that's where we're at, everyone. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this game, and it's Sam Darnold that comes down to. Actually, it doesn't. Sam just has to play average. And I think the Seahawks win because they have a great run game. We're talking about Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet. They have one wide receiver that nobody can stop, and it's JSN. My Packers should have drafted JSN over Van Ness. Fan base wanted that. What if we would have done that? What would we have looked like? But Cooper Kupp's there as a secondary guy. Their tight end Barner is very good. I like the Seahawks team a lot. And because the 49ers are depleted, and it's not because I don't like them, I actually like, if they were healthy, I think this would be a close game. Now, Sam Darnold went down with an injury today. He's on the injury report. So I'm a little confused on that. He says he's playing. So I'm just going by if he's playing. But if Sam Darnold doesn't play, we're talking about Drew Lock as the backup, and that's where the 49ers could win this game. If Sam Darnold doesn't make it through the game, I could see. Now, their defense is good enough to win by themselves. Last time they played, I believe, Seattle beat them 13-3, right? So that was this season, of course, and blah, blah, blah. So we'll see what happens. So I'm picking the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl this year, everyone. Or they have a good chance. I think the Seahawks are an elite team in the NFC. I think there's 2 elite teams in the NFC, and the Seahawks are one of them. So I'm going Seahawks. So I picked Bills. I picked Seahawks. Jason's here and says he's picking the Seahawks. You guys can post in who you think. Now let's dive in to the next game. Oh, no, before we do that, I need to go here, and I want to dive into this. Okay. Let's go right here. Okay, so Sam Darnold, 67%, 4,000 yards, everyone, 25 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Kenneth Walker, 1,000 yards rushing. Charbonnet, 730. Look, they run Charbonnet at the goal line, 12 touchdowns. Kenneth Walker has 5. I think Kenneth Walker also missed some games. They both missed games to injury. They're healthy. Jackson Smith and Jigma, almost 1,800 yards, guys. 1,800 yards receiving, 10 touchdowns. We're talking 163 targets, 119 receptions. This guy, it's like, the ball's going to him, you can't stop him. Then Cooper Kupp only had 47 receptions, but almost 600 yards, and he only had 2 touchdowns. So, like, we're talking, it's Jackson Smith and Jigma and the run game, and that defense, and that's it. Okay. So if we continue, okay, what does it say up there, by the way? 13-3 is the last time. Yeah. So if you go here, San Francisco, Brock Purdy missed a ton of games this season. 2,100 yards, almost 2,200 yards, 20 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. I mean, 20 touchdowns for missing all the time. He did pretty good. 69% completion rate. Only threw the ball 284 times, but look at McCaffrey, 1,200 yards. Everyone thought he was going to be injured, couldn't make it through the season. 10 touchdowns. Brian Robinson's come in and done a fine job as a backup, but Christian McCaffrey leads their team in receptions, guys. Is he not like a candidate for MVP this year? Can we not admit that? Like, we're talking, that is insane numbers. He's got 17 touchdowns, 102 receptions. That is Pro Bowl for a receiver, and he's a running back. Juwan Jennings also had a good year, but only had 55 catches. He missed some time as well. This team is the walking wounded. It's basically McCaffrey is the all-star, the MVP, but Jennings did have 9 touchdowns. That's pretty good. 90 targets. So that's impressive if you ask me. If you ask me. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks on that one, everyone. So let's dive into the next game. And it's the Texans and the good old New England Patriots. Now, I have not believed in this Patriots team. I'll be honest, I have not believed in them, and I thought they weren't for real and all that stuff. But here we are. Okay, here we are. The Patriots are way better than I thought. But the Houston Texans defense is legitimate and for real. I've seen the Texans absolutely destroyed the LA Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers. Man alive, they killed them. They've destroyed a lot of teams this year. And that CJ Stroud, man, he can be good at times. Man, you think about if Tank Dell was still there. What's the injury report look like for Houston Texans? I mean, if they had all their guys, injury report. Okay, let's just go to the injury report. So Nico Collins has a concussion, did not practice. He's not going to be playing. That's, you know what I mean? That's a huge loss. Who's not playing? I mean, Hunter Henry for the Patriots. He had a full practice today. He had a limited practice yesterday. I mean, like, look at some of these players here. Just trying to see if there's any. I don't know. I just think at the end of the day, Trent Collins did not practice. Nico Collins did not practice. Justin Watson didn't practice. Autry is his name. He didn't practice. Brinkman had a full practice. I don't know. We're going to see, guys. I just think that this New England Patriots team is got a good chance of winning this game. Let's go here and then go to here. And let's talk about Drake May, who's had a marvelous season. This is MVP. Let's type numbers, almost 500 passing attempts, 71% completion rate, 4,394 yards, 31 monster touchdowns, only 8 interceptions. That's MVP numbers. Travion Henderson had a great rookie season, 911 yards on 180 carries, averaging 5.1 yards per carry, 9 touchdowns. Stevenson also had a great year, 600 yards, 7 touchdowns. Diggs, a lot of people said he's washed up. He's got nothing in the tank. 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns, 85 receptions. Hunter Henry, 60 receptions, 768 yards, and 7 touchdowns. So this team's pretty good. Let's continue going here. These guys play each other. Okay, so Houston, CJ Stroud didn't have the greatest year. 64% completion rate, 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, only 8. Now, I think he missed some time. But like Marks, this run game is not very good. Let's be honest. The receiving game, Nico Collins isn't playing, so just take him out of the picture, even though he had 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. Dalton Schultz, 3 touchdowns, 700. Guys, what are we talking about here? We're talking about the Houston Texans are going to lose this game. It's there, and it's not going to. I don't. I mean, it might be close, but it's not going to be there. Okay, Travis says, I'm not angry with you. I'm just disappointed with that comment. That Buffalo. Come on now. I know. You're a Broncos fan. You wanted me to pick them. Jason says Seahawks, Rams in the Super Bowl in the NFC. Trev, I'm not angry at you. Just point. I knew you would be, but that's okay. You must have had an interesting household for football games. Well, yeah. I mean, it would be more interesting now. My dad's not like a diehard Eagles fan. Like, he watches the odd one. Like, when I say Eagles fan, I say Eagles fan. Okay, I bought it. Like, we bought him an Eagles jersey, and I got him a toque one year for Christmas and all that kind of stuff. But he doesn't even know when the games are on, who they're playing. Now, my brothers and I, we're all diehard football fans. So it's like Seahawks, 49ers, Packers, And so I'm there. So Jason says Patriots and Drake May. I don't think Nico's playing, and he isn't playing, in my opinion. So that's where I'm at. Okay, last two. Okay, no, last one, and I saved this one for last because it is the last game of the day. It's Sunday afternoon. Some of you, it's Sunday evening, and here we are, and let's get this going. So let's dive into this crazy matchup, and you know who I'm cheering for. I'm cheering for the good old Rams. Go Rams! Go Rams! Let's go. The disdain, the dislike for the Bears is real. I hope the Bears lose every game, and it bothers me that they beat us twice this season. Okay, so it is what it is, but I'm going to try to be objective. But I'll tell you this right now: the Bears have surprised everyone, and Cardiac Caleb, the Iceman, he has been amazing. The comebacks have been amazing, but their first halves have been atrocious against the Packers. So there's a blueprint. Play them like that in the first half, and then don't let them back in the game. So we let them back in the game. That's what happened. And so will the LA Rams do the same thing? Okay. Because if you think about it, the Bears are the number 2 seed. And I want to bring this up. So I want to add this to the stage now. Let's do this. And when you look at this, I mean, look at the season that Caleb's had. Only 58% percentage. Like he's not accurate. Okay, we just know that he misses a lot of throws. We get it, but he almost had 4,000 yards. Didn't the Bears still have never had 4,000-yard passer, which is wild to me. Probably will get it next year. He had 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. That right there, the 7 interceptions is fantastic. But he had 1 or 2 against Green Bay in the playoffs. DeAndre Swift has had a phenomenal year, 1,000 yards, almost 1,100, 223 carries, 9 touchdowns. My young guy has been amazing. A late pick with 169 carries, 783 yards, 5 touchdowns. It's crazy. Absolute crazy. But Colston Loveland has been amazing. I mean, he's got to be up there for Rookie of the Year. 58 receptions, 713 yards, 6 touchdowns. Guys, he has at 82 targets. And then DJ Moore. Adunez, I think, is the best wide receiver there. But Burden, Moore, Adunez, that's a great trio. And DJ Moore scores the game-winning touchdown for the Bears. Now let's move over to the good old. Look at this. This is awful. So they got all their stupid plays. Anyways, we're not going there. Matt Stafford, guys, this is MVP type numbers because Drake May's had a great year. Don't get me wrong, but we're talking about he had almost 600 passing attempts. Matthew Stafford. 4,700 yards, 46 touchdowns, and only 8 interceptions. If he plays and plays well, it's over. It's over, right? This is not like Jordan Love, who's had, a good season, but not a great one. maybe he did have some great moments for sure, but we're talking about the veteran, the Super Bowl champ, 46 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I don't think that Bears defense is as good as everyone says, but the rushing yards, look at Kyren Williams is going to do a great job. 1,252 yards. Why am I screwing this up? 10 touchdowns. Blake Corum had a monster year too as a backup, 6 touchdowns. They can run the ball, they can throw the ball. And Puka Nacua, it's either JSN or Puka Nacua that, in my opinion, had the best wide receiver year. Again, comes down to like they just throw Puka. You know it's going to Puka, and you can't stop him. 129 receptions, 166 targets. This is insane. This is absolutely insane, everyone. This is nuts. And then on the other side, they have Devontae Adams, our boy. We miss him a lot, but 14 touchdowns, everyone. Almost 800 yards on 60 receptions. This guy is not. He is something else. He is absolutely something else. So let's go here and just see these highlights. So the Bears' overall winning percentage is 64, but home they're at 75, and on the road the Rams. Now the only thing that I think that the Rams could lose, and let me just bring this over here so I can share this with you. The Rams could lose because of this one thing. They're playing in bad weather, in cold weather, and they're a dome team. So I can see the Bears winning this game because of that stat right there. That totally could happen. I don't want it to happen. I'm cheering for the Rams. I think if you're a Bears fan, you got to be optimistic. I hope you guys lose. I hope the Bears lose. I think the Rams are an elite team, though. I think their defense is good. I think they're going to give Caleb Williams a lot of problems. And I just think Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback, and he doesn't have much time left playing in this league, and this might be his last year. They want to win a Super Bowl. So I think the two elite teams are the Seahawks and the Rams. I'm picking the Rams in an upset. I'm going with them, everyone. I'm going with them. And it's not just because they don't like the Bears. I think the Rams are legitimately Super Bowl contenders. It's Seahawks-Rams next week in Seattle. By the way, that's the other reason I don't think Seattle's going to win. They're at home. Playing in against the 49ers, I'm telling you right now, they're not going to lose that game. Okay, I'm going Rams. So what are you guys saying? So let's dive into this. Jason says Rams are going to win. The Bears still suck. Well, I wouldn't say, wow. Yeah, I understand. They're not sucking this year, but Caleb Williams is horrible and the luckiest QB in the league. Yeah, I mean, I hear you. So that's where I'm at. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. I hope that you've had a fantastic time. If you've been with me to the end, hey, listen, 33 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to head out, but before I do that, I want to show you this one last graphic. Even if the Bears win, even if they win the Super Bowl, they're still half as good as us. Not even half as good. Because now, I got to put that on. They have 12 division titles now. I got to upgrade this graphic. So let's just remind everyone that. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day because you guys are awesome. And we'll talk soon. Have a good day.